Hello YouTubers. Well, what have I got going on in this video? I am working on a muffler for that Husqvarna 365. If you might have recalled in the first video of that saw, I said that saw had a severe outer corrosion problem, and it certainly did on the muffler and all the external fasteners, because I believe this saw, like I say, was left to sit outside in the weather an awful lot. So fortunately, all the internal guts of that saw are in really nice shape, condition. The bottom end is absolutely pristine. Top end is not minty, but definitely serviceable and still in good shape. But unfortunately, all the external things like the muffler and stuff are severely corroded. Now what I'm going to be doing on this one here is I'm cleaning it up to get it ready for luckily up here on the upper part of the muffler, it's not, I'm going to do a muffler mod. I'm going to take and, you can do just, I was just going to do a single side port here on this side here over the, would be facing over your, over the bar and chain. But I think I'm going to go dual. Like in the video I showed, I've already done a base gasket delete on it, and I'm going to go ahead and open up the muffler, and I'm not going to get crazy and put great big pipe outlets on here. I'm going to keep it a little more conservative, a couple of maybe 5/8 inch, something like that. I got some pipe here that's about the right size for that, 9/16, 5/8 somewhere in there. So between the two of them, that'll give me just a little over an inch, or 1 1/8 to 1 1/4 inch capacity total. So that's a decent amount of flow for our original edition's 365. That's the 65 cc or 48mm top end. So anyways, we're going to get out of here, enough yakking. So anyways, what I want to do is I'm just going to gently, not too hard here, just clamp it a bit here in the vise. And because it is a tin can, you can't get too carried away. I'm going to put some heat to these front screws here, because these screws are on the outside, they're horribly on the outside face edge, they're horribly corroded. To the point of almost corroding away. Now I hope they don't snap off, but I'm not going to take them off cold turkey. I'm going to put some heat on them with a small plumber's propane torch and get them heated up to see if I can loosen up the rust a little bit on them. This is a hollow can muffler. I've looked inside. There's absolutely no baffling whatsoever. This is the early version. There's no restrictions on them, so I'm happy about that. The upper part of the muffler here, the lower part of the muffler has a tiny bit of pitting on it, but the upper part where I want to weld does not, and it still seems to be fairly solid. Some of these mufflers you got to watch, when they get some age on them, the metal starts to burn quite thin. They're almost burnt through. If you try to mod them, you can't. You're going to have to find a new can. Now this is, like I say, an OEM original can. It's got the 503 part number stamping on the top of it, so it is an actual OEM muffler. It's not a Chinese clone muffler, but if nothing else, if I couldn't find, or if this one gets buggered up, guess I'll have to go that route, because I'm not spending over $100 for a OEM Husqvarna muffler. But anyways, we're going to get right out here. I'm going to pour some heat here to these bolts, and then see if we can get the heat around not so much the bolt, but I'm going to. My torch is acting up here. Come on. I'm going to pour some heat to it here and try and get it to... Now I looked on the inside where the bolt, there's like a press welded nut on the inside, and there's no corrosion inside there. This muffler inside is in very clean, very nice shape. It's really oily, so the threads look to be in really nice shape. They're just covered with a bunch of sticky, greasy oil, so hopefully we can get this to I don't know how much heat here. We've got smoke coming out of the muffler here. How much further I'm going to... Now this is, I could take my acetylene brazing torch and heat this up around here quite well, and I'm sure I would get it to free up, but I just want to get a bunch of heat applied to this here, and I'm going to go ahead and put Allen wrench on it here right away. Now I had to go ahead and use I checked the size here like this. Normally this would be a 4mm Allen cap screw head, but it's corroded so bad that it literally just you can't even get a bite on it. So I went to just a standard SEE 3/16. There we go. We got it. Oh, it's getting tight already. A little more heat to it. That's how you get these to, shock them, heat shock them. Put a little bit of heat, get them to, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and place these because the heads are going to end up breaking off. That's what happens with these. I've seen these happen on these older saws like this, on the 357s and 359s and 371s and all those saws. What happens is these, now this is hot, I can't touch it with bare hands. Anyways, what happens is these heads, they corrode all around the outside edge of them here, and then just with the vibration and stuff, sometimes they will actually bump the muffler somewhere in the bush when you're working, and these stupid heads will actually break off, and then at that point your is stuck in that internal threaded part. You're kind of screwed. So I'd rather take them off while I got the muffler off, and while I'm doing some service work on this saw, and I'm planning, like I say, modding this muffler. Now's the time to go ahead and change these. I do have some new little bolts here for them, and I will be putting this into this muffler. I found not from Husqvarna. I have a source where I get these metric Allen cap head screws, and they are grade rated the same as what Husqvarna uses. Not just some cheap, Chinese non-graded Allen screws. They will snap or break, and you won't get a proper torque on them. I did find, like I say, a North American supplier or whatever for these, and they are a good quality. I've been using them in a lot of my saw builds, and they work well. So now let's see. Hopefully I get lucky on this one too. Maybe not so much. Nope. This one wants to. I'm gonna have to go to even bigger Allen key. I'm gonna apply a little more heat, try and get it to free up, and oh boy. I got to find an Allen that's going to work with this here, Allen key. This one here still had just enough bite with the standard, but now I'm going to have to go probably to one up in the metric to try a 5mm, see if I can get it to, no, I got no bite on it. It's literally corroded that bad. I got the next size up, but it's too big here. That was, actually that was a 5/32. This is a 3/16. The 3/16 is too big, so I'm going to try, hang on folks, I'm going to pause you and bring you back here in a second. Okay folks, sorry I abruptly paused you there, but I did go ahead and I managed to get the other one off. Now this one was a real bugger. This one came off good. This one, well, it was, not that the threads, like I say, the threads are rust free. They weren't dirty or badly rusted up, but unfortunately the screw head was so badly corroded I couldn't get an Allen wrench in there an Allen key to properly grab. Try different sizes, and all I did was literally I just pinched the head down a little bit to tighten it up, and then I had to literally use a pair of good old vice grips on the Allen head screw, along with this T-handle Allen wrench, and I was able with the two of them to with the vice grip biting on the head of the Allen screw or Allen head, the bolt there, and with the Allen key there, I managed to go ahead and get those little bolts out of there. Like I say, the threads are good and clean in here, but I am glad I got this off because it was badly corroded under here. It was a lot of rust and dirt and debris under here, and it would eventually eat its way through the muffler here. So we'll go ahead and finish cleaning this up. The back side of this cleaned off here, and that's good now, the little support bracket. This muffler has the reinforced brace on the front of it. Now unfortunately this brace is in the way for me drilling my outlet holes here, so yeah, I know it's not smashed or dented in, but there's no other good way of me doing this. I want it on the upper corner of the muffler. I don't want something in the middle of the muffler because it's going to bump up against a log or a tree or something when I'm cutting or bucking or slashing or falling or doing whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and zip this little brace off of here. I got my little die grinder with the zip wheel here, so I'm just going to take and buzz the bugger off. So here we go. I got the muffler all cleaned off here. Got the upper, got this that upper reinforcement brace off of here, cleaned up here. Went ahead and did that off camera. Now I'm cutting my outlet pipes here, a couple of pieces of about an inch long. I'll trim them a little bit for what I need. They have just a little bit of a round radius bend in it because this is from, I don't know, it's from a bottom adjuster on an old office chair or something, whatever, piece of chrome pipe here. So, and yep, just a good old hacksaw, nothing, no fancy power tools. Sometimes that's, you don't, just showing you folks, you don't always need to have the best and most expensive tools, just some basic hand tools. Sometimes you get these jobs done. There we go, there's that. We got our two pieces of outlet pipe that we need. Now I'm going to go ahead and clean that up on my bench grinder there, again off camera there. I'll get that prepped and get the final angle on it that I want, and then I'll go ahead and drill the hole in that muffler can, get it ready to weld up, and we'll continue on here. So here we go, folks. I got the muffler drilled out here with one of these step drill bits or cone bits, whatever you want to call them. I got my my outlets here. Went ahead and trimmed the ends here. Made a 4-point cut in them or whatever there with the grinding wheel, a thin grinding wheel. Kind of gave them a little bit of a dressed up look there. That's kind of what they're going to look like, two on each side here, pointing out at an angle and then down a little bit and off to the left and to the right. So it's going to make an old 365 Husqvarna pretty rowdy, I guess. But anyways, we're going to continue on here. Well, there we have it, folks. My dual outlet muffler here all welded up. Got a nice even bead of brass here. Brazed it, torch weld brazed it all the way around. I don't know. Looks okay in its own ugly form, I guess. Camera doesn't show. It looks like it's sticking straight out, but it's actually they're splayed out off to the side, pointing out each way quite a ways. So, like I say, optical illusion of the camera makes it a bit deceiving, but they've got about a 15 to 20 degree outward projection from the muffler, so they should get the fumes away from the front of the saw quite well, and it won't be hitting right into a tree or log when you're bucking. It'll shoot it off to the sides. So I went ahead and also patched this that old hole that was here that former owner there tried to braze it, but just did a very light spot there, just dropped a bubble of brass in there, but it wasn't properly fused to the muffler. It would have peeled off anyways or fell off with the vibration. So I went ahead and managed to weld it. The metal on this muffler is just to say, I had to be very careful. I got a little bit wider of a brass bead on here than I would have liked, but I had to kind of distribute my heat a little bit more than couldn't concentrate it on one spot and just get a real nice fine bead around these pipes like I would have liked. So I had to kind of wiggle waggle my way around, so to speak, or whatever, and work my way back and forth, and when you do that, it kind of spreads the brass out a little bit further. But that's okay. Now it's actually reinforced nicely here. It's stronger than it would have been if I'd had just a narrow tiny little almost well, if I'd had a small almost invisible bead around it, probably wouldn't have it wouldn't have held up as well as this will now. It's got a, like I say, a fairly decent amount of, well, there you go. Now you can see the angle of the dangle, so to speak. So There we go. Now that old 365 should bark pretty good. I guess it kind of looks like a Hellboy exhaust can here now, but anyways, everybody, just like to say thanks for stopping by and checking out another one of my videos. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hey, don't forget to pop by the comments section. I always enjoy interacting with you folks there in the comments, so thanks everybody once again, and we'll see you all in the next one.